on this
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, I've still got just Zoom written across a white screen. But I'm looking at your YouTube channel. There's nothing there.
What about on Zoom?
There's a picture but no mouse. Zoom, just white screen with Zoom written across it.
Right, so where the heck is everybody? So no one can see.
Now I can see. Now I can see your mouse. Yep.
You can
Now
see
I
the
see your mouse. Yep.
You can see the
mouse. Yep.
You can see the.
Yep. I'm getting feedback, I think.
Right. Okay.
I can see your mouse.
Yeah, you got to turn the YouTube off, so you can see my mouse on the Zoom screen. Okay, that's all. That's coming across, is it?
No, that's on the YouTube.
Forget YouTube, just on Zoom, because
Well,
Zoom.
No, just still looks a white screen with Zoom written across it.
Where the heck are all the room traders gone? There's no bugger on. Oh, but this, where is everybody? I know it's a stinking red hot day, and the sun's out, and it's 43 in the sun, but flipping heck. Come on, guys. Where's everybody? I think there's do you know what? I bet you know. I bet you know what's happened. Everyone's thinking we're going on at 2:15, like we normally do.
There's 5 watching on YouTube.
So you definitely cannot see the Zoom room.
No.
Ah, Pete's seen the sunshine. He's on the golf course. The other one's, oh, sorry, we're it's party time. It's Friday, and yeah.
Oh, yes, of course.
There we go. Right. So, is there any point in me streaming if no one in our room is going to be there and you can't see this? You can't see the Zoom room, but you can see YouTube. Am I right in thinking that?
That's correct. That's correct.
Let's see if I can flip some screens across.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the other screen, and there's people there. Paul Trader's in. I'm here too. Oh, we've got some people on YouTube anyway. So they're 50
you got
lazy
5 there. 7 now.
All right.
7.
So for when they listen to this, the 50 odd lazy arses that are in a trade that should be in the trading room with me at this very moment. We've only got our Aussies on the trading room with us, and everyone else is buggered off on the golf course or down the beach by the look of it. I can't believe this. Never mind. Who cares? The thing is, the worry is that the internal trading room can't see the Zoom. So you can't see my mouse now moving around, can you? Or can you now?
It's on YouTube, but not Zoom.
All right. Well, I don't know why it's doing that, but let's get on because there's some trades to be done, isn't there? So
YouTube.
right. So we're looking for the Gao well, a quick roundup because we've got a long time before the Dow gap trade. If we do a quick zip on, we've absolutely smashed it. We've got the robot on again. Whoops! If I just press some button, there we are. There's the Fracker robot. It's gone in again for the second time. it's now automatically sends market reversals, and it's put a capture profits. So if we lose, we win, and if we win, we win more. What I'll do, I'll put the let's put this up just to see where I can't keep up with everything. So these are all the trades that we stuck on, and I probably can just put the screens up, can't I? So we had, which one is this? This is the FTSE going in from 81.85 with a 22, 1%. Of course, that smashed full target, which was nice. And then we added another trade at 81.85. And there's another one there, 81.74, while the market's coming down, which was nice. And then we had oil. So the market came down. We got stopped on here, entered back into the market on. We'll go over the detail on this. And there's 1%, 2%. I didn't take 3%. I'd put stop to entry at 1% and then took the whole 2%. Then took a fractal break up here, took half off, moved my stop to entry on the oil, which gives us 2.5% guaranteed on oil. And then we got stopped for 7 pip reversal. We took the reversal candle on the 9 EMA and only lost 0.33, and then took the reversals going down, trading these down, and we did the fractal bot, and we'll review that as well. And that made 1.16%. I'm not sure if the market's come down even further, and see if we've not smashed the targets on there. Let's have a quick look. So this is a FTSE. Right. Did you do the put options this morning, Kevin? Because they're crazy now. The 82.10 is 200. Smack on 200% up at the moment, and the 8200s are 190% up. So I don't have to look at the put options, and before the American market opens, I'm going to take both put options off. Okay, so I'm going to bank 190% on the 8200s and close your 82.10 puts for nearly 200%. So that's money back, plus that's 1 point. Effectively, that will raise the bank by 1.19%. And yeah, and we'll see what we can get out of that. So Andy, I've just said, and did you take the put options today?
No, I didn't take them today.
All right, okay. Well, we won't tell you what happened then. So
Okay.
I'm
going to regret not taking them.
We made nearly 400% return on the puts, but you don't want to know that.
Oh,
390.
the first time I did probably the first time I've never took them.
I know. I just wonder, can you see my mouse?
Yes, mate. Everything looks normal. Everything's looking good.
Oh, Kevin, for some reason, Kevin can't see the shared screen. I don't know why. Right,
No,
okay.
I can hear you. Everything is grand.
Right, fantastic. So what I would like to do, it's a Friday, and we know what we're going to do on a Friday. We've got another bot in. This is the second time the FTSE bot's been in. We're kind of 10% up, 10% up for the month already on the bots now. And we've got the previous 2 months, 15% up. It looks like we might be doing the same as we did last August, which was a 22% month last August. But we're 10% up already. We're only in day 9. So it's looking quite good. And we're looking for another 2% in here. And ideally, we want the American market to open, then come back, focus on finishing the FTSE off and closing the gap. So that's still a closing. Well, no, we bought the closing gap. Let's get that right. Bought the closing gap this morning. It shot up, didn't it? That's right. When we're heading up into Camarilla breakout long, we did the puts into the Camarilla breakout long, We did the reversal trade, shorted it down, took the profits. The robots have come in and smashed the market again. Let's get that right. There's so many trades gone off. It's like smarty time today. It's been really, really good. Oh, clear these off. So these are the areas. So the BBO won as well, 31 pip stop, 35 pip target on the robots. If you did it manually, 30 and it won. That was 1% there. We lost 0.33% on the reversal trade on the Dow, on the DAX, sorry, there. And then on here, oh, that's already hit the target, and we've made 1.16 on there. So just trying to go, crude, quickly crude. I want to keep trading crude again today. So, right now, we brought the market up here. I'll just get rid of all this. We made, come out at 2% there. Market rose up to, simply got to 1% here. I took half off, stopped to entry. We've been stopped out now for 2.5%. Going to clear this off so we don't need to see this anymore because we're live in the room. And what I'm going to do is, we're going to monitor this. And what we're going to do, I'm going to put a little alarm under crude here. We'll do some proper reviews in a second. So just want to make sure in 4 minutes time we've got the closing gap to have a crack at on the Dow. So let's put an alert up into here as well. So we're trapping a 15-minute movement here. On-balance volume is down, but you see on-balance volume is down, but the ATI is up, which is starting to tell me you've got more participants in the market. I'll just get rid of that. And you can see that with the reversal of that wick. And it looks like we'll probably get a return back up, well, in the next hour. So we'll have another crack at crude, and we'll do the analysis of crude. I've not done the all the pivots for gold. We forgot I didn't do gold. Right, so gold. So that was the order of the day of what we're going to do. So I'll take that off now. I actually took a cheat because I wasn't teaching this morning and we were off. I took a 1 minute fracker, 3 and 3, a break of this fractal reversal structure. You can see, as always, when the market goes sideways and then breaks to the top side, and we'll review that again. So we're already in gold. If you're not in gold, then that's where we are. We're at 24.28.8, bit of slippage on that with a 5 pip stop and a 22.5 pip target heading up to here. But we'll do the review of that while I'm not rushing around ready for the American Open. So you can see where the targets actually are and where we're building. So now we've done all that, we need to put the PM arrangement on. That's it, all the screens have lit up. So that's fine. So we've got the PM arrangement on the S&P, and I've not finished the analysis. We'll do the analysis live on here of what's going to happen to the market, where it's going to go, and how we're going to approach that. So let's run on to the Dow. Right, the Dow. Let's zoom out. So on the, I'll talk about the targets. We'll quickly do the gap, assess the gap. We've got a downside on upside targets. Jeff will already have took this. We're 115 pips away from the Dow is the target to enter, and didn't quite meet the requirement. But for those people that don't know about the gap, there is a gap that we trade every morning on the FTSE. We traded a bounce off the gap this morning, and then this is another gap trade, a system trade that we do every day. Very high probability trade, and this will close. The trade would have been if we'd been around 115 pips, so we would have had an entry in here with a stop under the 115 away and close that gap. And what you'll see, that gap will close very quickly indeed. Very high probability trade. The ideal gap away from that was 231 pips today, but 115 would have done. I'd assume Jeff has gone in there, whereas he's not there. Jeff will have gone in there on a fractal reversal here with a stop under here at 48. Was it 48 pip? 1440 straight into there. That would have been a decent fractal. That gap usually closes round from 2 o'clock to 2:30 on the American Open. And yeah, we'll. All right, I'm not noticing everyone online. So, hi guys. Hi guys, sorry about that. Hi all. Right. Let's you can see this gap going to close, so we'll forget the gap close because we know it's going to happen. One of the things I'm going to very quickly do, because it's cable, the cable trade we had today, very quickly. Cable today, I'm going to switch the robot off and take the cash if it hasn't already fully worked. Right, so we're 1% up at the moment. So what I'm going to do is shut the robot off and take 1%. Okay. British pound, USD, and we'll bank 1%, bot, banking 1%, 26 pips. So that's another one to add to the robots. So I don't want the American Open and fluctuation of the dollar to spoil our day on that trade. So there's banked another one. So it's 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, 5.5%, 6.5%. Let's open that Dow up. A quick look. That gap is just going to get smashed, so that's good. If we zoom right out now and have a look at where we are, you can see we're just coming up to a 50% retrace level at 39,800 level, which is a Fibonacci retrace of the drop. Right in a Camarella breakout long. So we've got a C-ball potential breakout there. So if we get on, one of my alerts are going off, bear with me a minute. So crude is just triggered on the reversal going long, flipping heck. Right, we can't trade everything at once. I've got crude on my left screen, so I'm watching crude now. We've got an indecision candle, but there's a 15-minute bar on crude that will take us hopefully around about $76 all the way through $76.45, and that could finish crude off for another 1%, making it 3.5% on crude. However, let's get back to the Dow. What I'm looking for is a down. If this is the top, then if we look at our expansion tools down to here, we've got a 100% target, downside target 1. If the reversal comes through, if it smashes that close and then reverses down, we've got target 1 and target 2. I will trade the Dow today, and we will do it on either a 3 or 5 minute fractal, depending on the volatility. If the market rises up, then for me, there is no trade unless we can get an equal 5 minute fracker into Camarella breakout long. So that is what that's what we are going to do today. There is a lot of space here. First, you can see well, the ATR. So ATR, the market is net negative for a day trader. We're trading under the 200 EMA here on 4 hours, so we are negative. The market is negative until it breaks Camarilla breakout long. And if it breaks the 1 hour, we would like to see the 1 hour and 2 hour broken, which would be perfect if we break out of Camarilla breakout long. And if we break out of Camarilla breakout long, then we will be on our way. Okay. But until it gets out of symbol, unless it's a closing gap, we're not going to go long. We have a 100% 4 hour extension at 39,645, which is an exhaustive count, and we're only 20 pips away from that. So that's really
for my business because of its
Oh, that was Bridget, but she's gone. What happened now? Never mind.
She's turned into a ghost.
Oh, we were just getting a comment from Bridget then of what she was doing.
We was, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking away. I thought it was quiet in the room, no one pitching in.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Carry on with peace and tranquility.
Yeah, it was pretty tranquility. Don't say that, she's not on at the moment, and she might listen to the recording, so be careful. You'll be in trouble. So really, unless you get above daily highs, if you get above daily highs, we're gonna have the 1 hour and 2 hour withers. And we probably could do a little bit there, but I prefer not to. That gap is probably going to get smashed. I'll put an alert on it so we can see if the market runs up into there. Let's get the US 500. Said we'd do this live. So let's zoom out. We've had quite a few updates and the like since the mark and the like. That's a crazy thing. The past couple of days we've had rebounds. That's a better way of putting it, from the market going right down into a 10% correction, a 10% corrective move from last Thursday. Really, market started coming down, and then problems with the yen as we've absolutely battered that to death. We know what that's all about, and we left an extreme gap and a closing gap up here. Now we do know that the Americans do like to support the American markets, and we are, markets there isn't really any fantastic news to get these markets to come up, but especially on the S&P, we know the probabilities on your side if you buy every day at the open. There we go. Into 1 hour. So we do got soft underbelly here for a technical reversal under R1. We are trading between Camarilla breakout long and Camarilla breakout short. For anyone that's come on and didn't hear me earlier, I have closed all my puts out on the FTSE. So if you were taking the puts, cash them all in, 391%. If you weren't in, then that won't matter to you. Right. So what are we going to do? We've done a load already, over 6.5%. So really this afternoon we want to build on and just take, if we can, high probability trades. I really want to give the FTSE a good old smash to take it further down. And in American markets, we're on the 1 hour, right on the pivot on the 1 hour, not daily pivot, but the day trader 1 hour pivot here, which is a flat line, 200 EMA. Can we close this gap? The ATR on the US 500 today is 19.6, so we can call that 20. There's a gap to be shut, to be closed. So how big's that gap? It's not worth, it's within 5 pips, not worth looking at. So that gap's not worth doing. So if you're in gold's getting a wiggle on. which is quite nice. The robot on the DAX, on the FTSE fracker, is 1% up now as I speak. The DAX is tumbling down still, but we've given the DAX a good old beating with frackers, with stop and reverse, and with the DBO. So that's given us some quite a lot of money today. Crude, we want to just take a little bit more out of crude. But the problem that we've got with crude, of course, is as far as market caps are concerned and the impact on the FTSE, 26% of the overall FTSE market, as far as market cap and muscle, is in oil. So if oil's going to go up, it's going to really hamper the FTSE trying to come down until we're in the last throes of the market. So that's can be a bit of a problem. Hang on a second. I've got some notes coming up. Get off. That's it. Right. So really, maybe if we break our line of resistance, then on the crude, because we've took the money, if it falls over, it will drag the FTSE down like an anchor. And the FTSE, we'll see the FTSE sub 8150, probably easy down to 8140s today. Really, am I interested in, there is a gap close. It's futures market that's a 2:15, so we can count that near enough as fill the gap. It's too flipping close to have an advantage to close that gap. I suppose we shouldn't be greedy. So you can see again, S&P 500 is negative. It's still trying to retrace. Now here, we've got the cam for a potential bounce. So I would do a cam trade today on the S&P, and I would also, I would. So let's have a measure on the cam trade. We'd want a 20 pip on the cam trade. Ooh, so close. We've got this soft underbelly that is causing a bit of resistance, will cause resistance. All the Fibo boys will try and push this up to the 61.8% Fibo. It's got camera breakout long in front of it, which is an issue. So this would, for me here, this would be a great opportunity to do a potential short. The risk is, and I point out here, we have an extreme gap and a closing gap from the 2nd of August. These act as a magnet in the market. These are holes. These are areas in the market in cash hours that have not been traded. The effect, the market moving away, has been the effect of the Asia Pacific markets dragging this market down, so it couldn't close its gap on the 2nd of August. So we've got a gap there. It does need to be closed, and that might get closed today. I would trade a fractal into C-ball, I think, today, because there's the S&P. Just looking to see what we've got. Now, if we're going to do this, of course, you never take the first 5-minute fractal. Absolute, no one does that. That's suicidal. But we do want structure, unless you're going for the gap, and that gap's not big enough to give us a 1-to-1 risk reward. So when this smashes up into the close, this is the next area to be of interest. So if we can get a fractal from this area on the 5-minute chart, this will provide us with a high probability trade. And it's high probability because the daily pivot is just about being hit anyway on the futures market. We'll be trading above the close, so there's no pivot risk there. We are trading over the momentum on the 5-minute above the 200 EMA. We have broken reversal structure on the frac, and by then would be trading well and truly above the 9 EMA, and on balance, his volume looks like it's starting to take off. So we've got about 30 seconds to go. This market could go quite quickly. So what we could actually do, we could measure this structure here, and we could look at this. This will be a fractal reverse. So we actually could do, I did have a preset, but that's 20 and 20 on here, guys. Just in case this market comes out of the trap like a scalded rat, we could have a trade at 25.5 here, which takes us right on one-to-one, right into the top of this resistance level, and sits us firmly under the previous fractal structure there. So we've got oil coming down, which is helping the FTSE come down even further. We've got gold going up, so we are 0.75% up on gold also. That alert is crude going off, I think. That would be crude going, the futures. Yeah, I can see the alarm bell that has gone off once, so that will have been crude. And it's just gone off again on the other screen, so it was crude. I'm going to turn that off because I am watching it on the other screens. So I'll turn crude off. Crude's now breaking resistance. And just bear with me. Let's have a quick look on the other screen. I'm just having a look. Do you know what? This crude is getting to a point where we probably could put a fracker bot on that. We'll have a look at that. But you can see we're very slow in action. Just get my water. Someone's put a question mark. 8090 question mark. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. You have to elaborate a bit on. I'm going to put another. We'll have a little look. We'll have a look at that for you. You're obviously thinking there's something at 8090. Let's go and have a little look. I've just put an alert in there in case we get this market breaking up. There we go. Right, 8090. Right, okay. So you're talking about the area of camera CBOS. So obviously you weren't around earlier. What we're looking for. Right, now, I did this morning early doors. And what I'd said was, target one, if the market feels that Camara breakout long, boom, there. So we traded up to there, put some puts in, traded down, shorted it down, put some robots in, and the robots are smashing it again, coming down. If this breaks, I think we will see we'll see CBOS, which is 80,088. So whoever Paul Trader is, if you had 8090, then I would say good on you, good shout. Not because it agrees with me, because CBOS is a key technical level in the market, and if crude does not make a run for the sky this afternoon, we'll see CBOS. So this is, I'm watching all the screens. So just put the Wall Street on. Interesting enough, Wall Street has just come off like a rocket and moved away from the gap, but it's closed on the futures. So yeah, right. We'll go and analyze that, and we can analyze how we managed to avoid losing money on that because of things that I said. And what you can do with this, of course, it's all recorded, so you can go back and the rationale and the warning why not, why you do not take that trade today. So let's go back. So what I did here, and this is purely fibber work. So what I did on my analyses is looking at the expansion. So we looked at the expansion down to the, moving back down to this trend, and me having a view that this market is going to go into Camarilla breakout long. And if it does go into Camarilla breakout long, then the target is going to be, well, down into here, down into these levels. Let's just do it accurately, because I didn't bother doing that accurately. This morning, I had to make an assessment of where the market was going to go, and I thought the market would go here. And that's 201, and it went to 205, so kind of all right within a few pips. So let's just put a bit more accuracy on where we are. So what we're looking at, we're going for a 4-hour view. So we're looking at the last 4-hour high, and then a dip into there with the top right there. Boom. So that gives us a kind of revised targets into here on the FTSE. That gives us targets of, well, it gives us C-Bolt, doesn't it? 80 or 70, 80 or 72. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to put a little bullseye on where we think the range, and then we can have a look at this. And the thing to do is everything that we do here, we all record it, we make the assessment, we do the analysis, and then we can assess it afterwards, see how accurate we were. And if we weren't accurate and we're miles out, then we need to do another assessment to find out why we missed, why we didn't get it right. So 8088 to a range of 8072. Now, that's right between target 1 and target 2. So that's what we did at 7 o'clock this morning, and now we're halfway through the day. So right, we need to go and have a look at that Dow, I think. So let's just sort of get into the detail. So Paul, it's looking like next week it could pass 8,400 if we settle. Well, all bets are off. All bets are off on that assessment. It is no good doing technical assessments now with the Middle Eastern crisis escalating probably further today and over the weekend. It could be it could be total risk off. It could be an absolute bloodbath over the weekend. So I wouldn't do any. If you're going to trade the market long, then use call options. Do not put your money in the market. That's just my personal recommendation. For me, I will not be putting money into the market on long. If I'm ever going to do anything, which I'm already in gold, as everyone knows, been in gold for a long time, and keep smashing gold every day. That's the only thing I'd stay in the market. Safe haven. That's where everyone's going to run to. A lot of the money will run into gold if we get escalations, but also oil as well if it carries on the works going. And Paul trader, I don't hold over the weekend, only trade. Okay, yeah, good, yeah. Yeah, holding on the weekend, it's kind of trait of a gambler, really. Enough said about that. So yeah, so I think I am in agreement with your analysis of around 80-90 is probably pretty good on the basis that we filled at Camarilla breakout long. So let's go and have a look at that down. So all the pivot boys. So some of the larger traders and houses do buy off pivots, as we know. And it looks like we've got some buyers into the pivot. We do have a closing gap. The perfect closing gap. It's, you can see it's come within a couple of pips, so we can say it is it's closed. So we've just had a trigger. Our US 500 has triggered long. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So this market, the perfect storm is for this to have moved away 231 pips, and it hasn't. So really, do I really want to trade this? Do I want to go along in a negative market? Not really. What I think we will do is we'll put an alert into the daily pivot. So if we start trading below the daily pivot, then I'll get interested. If we start trading above the close, I'll also get interested. But here we're in no man's land. That's all for the retail traders, gamblers who are just having a punt. Be patient. Stay out of the market until there is a opportunity. And if there is an opportunity, then you need to enact a strategy. Only trade your strategies. We have strategies for the market in most every condition that we see. So yeah, right. Let's go and have a look at that. I'll just save that view. Oh, that's taken a long time. Wow. I wonder why. Oh. We now know why. PRT has just crashed. So I'm afraid you just have to have a little look at my side garden until I relaunch Pro Real Time again. You can see Eddie the Eagle. Right, let's put this Pro Real Time back on. I've been back testing robots, so it's been running lots of data. And what usually happens with PRT is when you really hammer it and back test it, running Monte Carlo sims on it, what I should have done really is started and refreshed it and cleared the cache. So it's starting now, it'll be back up again. Bear with us, it'll take a few seconds and we'll see all that again. What I've been doing is having a look at a fracker for the, here we are, we're back up again and everything's working. So I'm just trying to develop a fracker reactive bot for the Dow, because this Dow has been running between 500 and 900 pips a day. And if I can get something that will operate round about 50 or 60 pips stop on a frackers, it could be ripping anywhere between 6 and 8% out of the market. So we've got to go for it. I'll probably finish it off over the weekend. I've got an idea. It's based on the Heikin Ashi fractal breakouts, and it's working pretty good at the moment. It's working with a 81% hit rate. But it's yeah, right. I'll stop talking about that because there's no one in the room that are fracker guys, that are robot guys. Right, so we've now got some interest on this market coming down. So all the pivot boys will be sweating now. That's this market's coming off. We have a fractal breakout here, but that fractal is huge. We need to get some structure like this starting to form rather than the gap close and then the market gapping, making a fractal gap, which is of no use to take because it's enormous for a day trader. We want to see something in the region of 40 to 80 pips would be a decent fractal size to play with. So what we're looking for here, we've now plunged below the daily pivots. The market's happy about that. we want the market now to do a retrace, back up into this confluence area here, and then start coming down, and then we'll take a fractal break. We'll head down to Camera breakout short. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put an alert up into here, top of the 5-minute bar. And if the market runs away, tell us again now. Just the alerts are going off. So let's, as soon as I put the alerts on, it stops alerting. Ah, I can see, right. Well, we have, we do what's Wall Street. We know that, we can see that. Right, well, I'm looking at crude as we speak, and it's looking a bit tasty for to short. Right, let's have a look. So this is coming off. Our structural trade might be at risk with the US 500. Let's have a quick look before we go to crude, because if this is coming off and crude's coming off, the market generally is starting to roll. So we'll probably see a reverse on US 500 now. Yeah. So you can see here this structure normally. What we would normally do, I just took a trade on that using the ATR as a stop. What if we were sat concentrating on this, then what we'd be looking for here is a break of that fractal. We're out by 0.03 of a pip, which will be a bit disappointing, but I think this looks like it's going to come off. Look at that big engulfing, near enough an engulfing bar on the body there. So we've been stopped. Now, what we can do on here is a system we call stop and reverse. You stop, it reverses, you smash the button, 2020 again, bang. No thinking, no thoughts. You got the market wrong. And this is a way of recapturing some of your potential losses. Now, what you can see here on this structure, we've got the 9. For those people that run the 926 strategy, you can see very clearly here at the moment, it's certainly on for a short. You can see from the Renko blocks that the 4 filters probably got this short as well. Now, we'll look at this in the 4 filter just to get some sort of confirmation and some idea of what we're going to, how we're going to manage the US trade. It's very rare that we trade US 500 short, very rare. But we're just doing a stop and reverse to try and get some of the 1% loss that we've just had on that. It's a shame that we missed it by 0.03 of a pip, but that's trading for you. You can see how we need structural break. The first is never good enough. You need structural break. But now I'll just speak out, because everyone that knows me in the room, we tell it how it is. It's real trading for real traders. Now, what I did is what I shouldn't have done. I took a punt on that breaking through. So I put a placement on that trade being the market breaking up and then moving away. Because it is the S&P 500, we had a 53% chance anyway of the market going up. And with that structural break would given us an edge somewhere around about 60. And because it's a structural break, I thought we might go for that. And this is where the psychology of trading comes in. And it's I've been trading for a long time now. But in the back of my mind, I know I'm sat on 7% profit for the day. So I've got a big fat bag of gold. And all I've done in your mind is, well, if we lose 1%, don't really care. Because we're still going to have an awful lot of money in percentage terms on the table. So I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have given away 1% without actually probably having an alert here and then taking an opportunity for a fractal but it didn't happen. So I apologize to that guys in the room who followed me we got dipped out for 0.03 of a pip. But, you know, that's what happens when effectively you don't follow your strategy, which is that fractal break. Had to break this fractal. I'll take this out the way so you can see and go over it, because you've got to analyze your wins as well as the failures. You've got to. And if you don't do that, you're never going to learn. So, yeah. So what we'll quickly do to show you what's going on. Do I want to take the FTSE fracker off? It's coming down for 2%. Or do I leave it? Has anyone got the frackers switched on? No?
No,
Just
no,
me?
not me, Steve. Sorry.
Right. We should see 2.1% on that, but it should and actually happens happening in two different things, of course, isn't it? So that takes us
Yeah, it's falling away nicely. It seems that they're all rolling over to the short side now. So
yeah.
Gold as well, incidentally.
Here where we're probably going to get a reversal. And what we can do here now is turn this bot off and turn it into a real trade to protect. So we've got 2% on the table. So what we can do now into your trading, we've got a fractal session on Tuesday, don't forget, at 10 o'clock as well, to show you how to manage these bots and how to put them in. So I'm going to turn that robot off. So it's now acting as a proper trade, not a proper trade, but a normal trade. The gear wheels are still in there, but now I can manipulate it without the AI. I can override it. So I'm going to override this. So 15 pips is 1%. 23 pip, 22.5. That's roughly 1.5% guaranteed. So if the market all goes Pete Tong, we'll win. And if it goes right, we'll win some more. And that's what we want to do. So that is exactly 1.5% locked in. So we've got 1.5% if we lose and 2.1% if we win. So do I want to take it? 30 pips on here will be a full 1%. But statistically, this works very well. So I'm going to use the statistics and believe in the bot. But I'm not going to have the bot only claim 2 pips, because if it moves back up, it will be slow on a fractal reversal. Prefer to take 1.5. There you go, we took 1.5. So that's 1.5 on the bot. It did come within 1 pip, 2 pips, sorry, of a full whack target. But the 1% we lost, we just got back and then added another 0.5% into the trough. So that's good. Right. Let's go and look at that crude. And we'll go and look at gold, because Andy's just highlighted gold. Now, get out of the detail. We are negative. We are running into a negative market. And we've traded all these previously. However, I was hoping, because of the Middle Eastern tensions, which doesn't seem to be really affecting the markets yet. I think people are in a complete disbelief. But we will see a reversal for sure on the way down, if tensions start to escalate even further. They're already not particularly good. What I'm doing here is just running down the trajectory on the 4-hour, and this is taking us into this soft tissue here. Then, for people who don't know what I mean, we have a color code that we trade to. If you see it gray, that means it's a strong daily or weekly resistance. If you see a mustard color, it means it's a 4-hour resistance. If it's a red, it means it's a 1 hour resistance or a target to go to. And if you see it green, something green here, then it will be a 1 hour support or a short target to go down to. If you see the market bars in blue, that means it's a soft resistance. In other words, it's not it's aligned to things that have happened previously, but it isn't aligned to the last major run. So last major run, if we were looking at some interim 4 hour problems, leave this on 4 hours. That I didn't want to put that into operating. It's overlaid. You can hardly see. As I keep putting on the layers and layers on it, it'll turn orange anyway. I'll turn yellow anyway. So this is the last one, right to the bottom of this confluence here. Market blipped up momentarily and then come off. This, we already identified this yesterday as a potential for the market to stop. And what we wanted, we hit the targets that we've wanted to hit already, and this is a resistance. So we're going to the detail, more detail up here into the market. So you can see here that this is the target that we had and where I would have liked to have seen short to come in. So where I'd like to have seen is the market rattling through, squeeze up and knock some tight shorts out up into here and then short the market. Now we are running, we've just come off. It's nothing on the fractal screen or there. It may come up on the, so these are all the intelligent, these are all the search engines that we've got that find us trades. So we've got 71 at the moment, and we can use for all different conditions in the market. The fractal short screen says what it'll do, it'll fill it up in here of all the fractal reversal opportunities into the market. Now that's probably already alerted up here. Now it's gone, it's fallen below the requirement. But this is looking like a potential tasty short. So let's get into the detail. Is there a 15 bar? Oh, look at that. We've broken the rising support that we traded in this morning, which was an intersection there, going long. We've already gone through that with you and shown you what we did and how we built on it, how to put the stop to entry. And now it's come up into this area that was a warning. Now, what I don't want to do is to blindly follow this down, unless I was using a fractal with all the fractal robot, with all the robot intelligence built into it, with 9 EMA reversals, fractal reversals, stop to entries. I wouldn't manually trade it. I let the robot take the strain. If we are going to manually trade this, the market has gone back down into this support area, and we have done that. We have put a blip into here. So this area, a break of this area, will probably get the market let go, and very quickly you'll see $75 a barrel, and then $74 a barrel, and so on and so forth. Oops, I've forgotten to take some profit in one of the. Hang on a second. Right, that's a little bit disappointing. I had $2,000 on the table there, and it's just moved I moved my stop up just to lock a couple of $100 in, and I forgot to take the profits while I was talking, and the $2,000 shut down at 250. Oh well. I trade multiple accounts, so it's quite difficult to trade multiple accounts all at once. It's bad enough when you're sitting quietly, but when you are sitting with 2, 4, 6 screens in front of you and trying to stream and make sure there's trades for everyone in the room, it can be a bit difficult. And never mind. We just loaned a few £1,000 out to the market as a loan. We'll get that back. Right. get on to what I was saying here. It reminded when I saw it up here, I thought, oh, that's quite nice. It'll push a little bit further. And as I'm rattling on, I forgot. Now, it just goes to show, or it might be me, that it doesn't matter how long you trade. You've got to keep your wits about you, and if you don't, you can so easily miss out on these great opportunities. Don't feel sorry for me. We've already made 7%, but that was another 1% there that we could have just banked as well that I missed. Never mind. So here, long story short, what we want to do is make sure, as far as practicable, we'll catch a break down into here. Bloody excuse me, PRT starts locking onto things. 75.16. Do as you're told. Right, so that's where I want the alert, the heads up when that drops. So what will have happened with this reversal here on the FTSE, the way all this kind of reacts, the market will have come down on the FTSE. We missed our target by a very small amount, but nevertheless, we made 1.5% on the back of the other trades that we've done, and it will bounce. It is the opportunity I see as the opportunity to actually put a reversal fractal in. Oh, there we are. There's the bounce. There is the bounce up. So our target, we were wanting the market, well, the fractal bot was wanting to come in here. Now that's reminded me, put your frackers on, guys. Sounds bad, that, doesn't it? Get that fractal bot switched back on again. That's my recommendation. Get your frackers on, because I think that will pull another 2%. Well, not another 2%. We'll probably pull 2% out of that market. When I wait for this to actually fail. So because it's a Friday and because the market is negative, we had a really good view that this would not rise very much. C-ball would put a cap on it, and it did. And then it come hurtling down. We took some money going up, and we took a lot of money going down, and now we are really would like to fast forward the market 1 hour to 4 o'clock, because there's a market function that happens around about 4 o'clock, and we want a bit more pips under the belt, and we want this to come rattling down into Camarella breakout short. What we can do is set a short now for when I'm walking around and talk. Well, not walking around, while we're skipping around the site, the charts, and me forgetting to put trades on. And we're going to measure that fractal here. There's a 5-minute fracker here. The ATR on the FTSE is 20 today. So ideally, it'll be around about an ATR trade, 19.8. We want to add the spread, which is 1. And then we need to add an extra pip for a double tap reversal. It's at 19.8 now, so we're going to round that to 20. And then we're going to add those 2 pips on the top of that, which is 22. So what we're going to do here is put 22 as a stop. I'm sure what we're going to do. I'm going to put 22 as a target, and that's exactly what we did previously and just made 1% on that. And we're going to set this for a fractal break at the bottom here. We're going to have half a spread, which is 0.5 here. Actually, we'll give it that 0.5, so 42.5, so 42, that's absolutely fine. And what we're going to do here is we're going to monitor how hard this reversal goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some alerts. We'll put some alerts back into this confluence area here, in case the market comes all the way up there. Now, the reason we put in an alert all the way up here is because the market comes up higher, it will probably produce another fractal opportunity with a higher entry running short. And that's what we want to get on board with. So we'll just keep some alarms there. If the market falls over before it reaches this confluence area here and then comes trundling down, then we probably could we'll get triggered in anyway, and we'll finish the FTSE off for the day. What I'm going to also do is walk the dog with an alert. So if you guys in the room remind me about the alerts, we'll put this under the 5-minute bar here, and a walk into the confluence here. We'll have that. The Dow is coming back up to 39,440. It's absolute wild west with the Dow at the moment. This is why I wanted to get this fractal bot written, because the Dow just run down 200 pips and it's just run back up 200. There was with a 60 pip stop, we've just missed out on 3% plus on the market, which would take us into double-digit figures for the day. I'm watching crude, which is if there's such a thing as buggering about, that's exactly what it's doing at the moment. It's bouncing off that 1 hour level. Gold has put in a reversal on the American Open. Gold always moves on Northern European Open session, and it always moves with some volatility on the Northern American session. So we're going to go and have a little look at gold now, because gold will build and build further. Before that, I think I'll just go and have a look at see. We took our money off the bot at 1% on cable, didn't we? Was it wise to do that? Yes, it has reversed. So great. I'm going to put another alert up on the 1 hour stock for a pullback. Let's give that another crack. OBV, you can see it on, sorry, get the unbalance indicator, OBV9. You can see alerted growth here. Alerted on a red candle. It's obviously caught the volume on the wick here as a signal to go along. Not that would take it long, but that's what it's done. The OBV9 indicator. It's what you really need to be able to see as a trader. It's okay being technical and looking at bars and having forward-looking bars like the Heikin Ashi, but if you can use a unbalanced volume indication, it's one of the very few indicators that's a forward-looking indicator. And don't you want to always not forward-looking indicator? It's telling you that the market, the volume is starting to come up. So what you really need to be as a trader is not have one of the, see on the MT4, MT5, or all those kind of platforms, they have volume. That's volume after the fact. This is volume as it happens. So volume after the fact is always volume on close of bar. This is volume as it happens, tick by tick. So as the volume starts building, you can see on balance, the market is trading above the mean, and the volume is building to the top side, and this is coming up quite nicely coming up to short it again, of course. But OBV9, and it's a game changer, really, understanding when the volume is coming in halfway through the candles. So you can be in before the rest of the people are in. You get the alerts before everybody else does. Well, not everybody else. All the professional traders and the people that use volume in the way that you should. I'll all be using this type of indication as well. We'll be using volume charts, level twos, and not just candlesticks. Candlesticks, okay, is representation of what's happened. very rarely use them. Heikin Ashi, it's exactly the same as candlesticks on the high and low. The magic happens between those, where the actual volume is going, the projection of where the market is going to go next. Isn't that a nice thing to have? So if you have something like that gives you a half view of what's going on, than a real life view of watch out. So you can see here the volumes just, can you see it flicking backward and forward? There's not many buys in the market. You can see from the average true range is coming down as well. So that will tell you this candle that was going up is going to have a wick. There's participants coming out of the market. You can see that wick starting to run there. So it gives you a heads up before it happens. So if you're not using one of these, you need your head read, because you're trading with one hand behind your back. I did say we'd go and look at the multi-time frame 4 filter, didn't I? So let's go. Sorry. I'll keep on track. We haven't got Bridget here to give me hell in the mat to keep me on track. So gold. I do want to get back into gold. So gold really is bugging around on at this level, isn't it? Zoom right out so you can see what's happened. What I was looking for today was a 61% retrace on this impulsive move out of the trap, or back into the confluence, into these resistance pins here, to take a trade. So what I really wanted to happen into gold, and the market's come down into these pins, bounced off. What we really needed to do is to come down to at least 2400s would be nice, even better 2380s to be able to buy it. All the Fibbo boys will get really interested here. We've got an alert going off again now. So that was the FTSE. We need to go on back and have a look at the FTSE. So really, guys, if I leave you with what we wrote before, 15-minute bar or a fractal, whichever you feel is the thing that you want to use. We've broken resistance out of here, which will open up 2451. So I'll keep an eye on that. This FTSE's just punched into those alarms. Right. They're very volatile, these markets at the moment. They're up and down all over the place. You've got to have your wits about you when you're in the market. Right. It's a horrible 15-minute bar. Big rejection wicks. I'll tell you what, I'll get rid of this resistance now. We know there's resistance here. You can see here the OBV indication here, which is that's at 15 minutes, and this will turn down to 10. That's it. The alert at 250 on this bar. The alert come on this bar that volume is building, and then it's manifesting itself as a green bar in the next. So if this bar in the next, we may as well sit and watch it. There's only 1 minute to go. If we can get a close above the 9 EMA, so at the moment we get the closes at 24.29 at the moment, and the EMA is 24.27. We get that close up here in the 1 minute, and it looks like it's going to be similar to this bar. It's an indecision bar, but we could follow that one through. I would have a look at following that for another reset, going to the top side. There with me a minute, just opening up another trade. getting ready for a trade, I should say, so I don't miss the opportunity this time. That's the FTSE alarming off. We'll go and see that in a minute. We've got 18 seconds left here, and this will be a break up here of that bar there. 10 pips will do the job, guys. 10 and 10 on a 15-minute bar break up. At 30. Oh, it's gone into a flipping short. Smash the button. I think you smash the button now, guys. That's the break. That's the break. We got so close to it. And I want to leave that on and let that roll all the way up into here. So 10 pips. So we're looking at 2%. And then what I'm going to do here is stick under alert on potential for a double tap reversal here. Then we can monitor this on a 5-minute chart using the 9 EMA. So we're in gold there. Gold. I'll just write that trade down. 24.30. It was supposed to be 20.30.5, but the market moved so quickly we couldn't get in. So it's a 10 pip stop with a 20 pip target rounding up. Let's go and have a look at FTSE. We do want to give this a good smash down. The DAX has really come off as well. Has anyone been fracking that DAX? Where's Kevin? Oh, Kevin's gone. So the other guys. What time is it? Oh, it's midnight in Australia. No wonder he's gone. It's quarter past 12. I keep forgetting the different time zones. It's quarter past 4 here. So that's it's quarter past 3 in England. Right. So we've had these alerts, we've had these. Let's see if we can get this. I'm going to move this reversal up. This alert up a little bit further. And I'm going to check those other alerts. Is that my DAX? Kevin, is the DAX trade? I'm going to switch this Wall Street, not interested. Switch Wall Street off. It needs a bit more maturity under the belt, because what you'll probably find is it's gone down 200, it'll go up 200, it'll come down crazily as well. And unless you're sat with it on a 3 to 5 minute fracker and sit and concentrate, difficult to rip money out of it scalping. And I don't want to cause anyone any stress and anguish trying to follow a trade and then just losing money chasing the market around. So it looks like we're potentially failing here, and that would be a nice trade into the close. Done nothing but talking this morning. I think I'll be going down a dog Andy for me dinner tonight, I think.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah. On the Belmont things, I don't know. When are you next over in Spain?
Well, I'm hoping to get over first week of September, but
Right.
it's all down to Michelle's leg, really.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see.
So let's just have a look at this. and we've probably bashed it to hell. So this is the area we projected on Monday of where the market would reject. So it has done what it said on the can, and we have took a lot of money out of it. I'm just wondering whether no. Let's just take this in the 15-minute, because if we do get a little rally into the 15-minute, I'll probably sit a fracker on that, because we'll be concentrating just on the FTSE into the close. Take some money out of that. I'm going to put an alert just underneath here, an alert into the 15-minute stop, showing an exhaustion count. Let's go and do what I said I was going to do on the 4 filter. And then we'll have it round up with some FX. See if we can get anything out. All right, that will be yes. Since you use it, yeah, the OBV, Roger, yeah, it really does help. Gives you that extra confidence of where the market's going. Right. So, let's what we're going to look at the FTSE, weren't we? Get the FTSE. Get the FTSE, I'll put options that we did today. Where are they now? Is it gonna disappoint me, is it? Oh. Yeah, it did go up to 67. We bought them for 25. It's 300% run. Never mind, let's not dwell on it. We got quite a lot. We got 200, so we can't complain. FTSE. And gold's on its way, which is nice. FTSE. Let's have a look at what's happening with the FTSE. So we've got yeah, that's okay. So we've got Renko blocks now are green. We're trading above. Yeah, and this market is really not going very negative until it blows these lows here at 81.37. Under the 1 hour chart, it's negative under 81.62. And so we've got one filter for this is for going short, one filter no, 2 filters no, 3rd filter yes, 4th filter no. So as far as multi-time frame momentum is concerned, we need to leave the FTSE alone. So the way to hack the FTSE into the close would be to get out of these multi-time frame high numbers from 4 hours down to 15, drop into 5, and we'll do that 5-minute bar or a 5 fracker into the close. Let's just have a look on a multi-time frame. Are there any 4 filter shorts? 7. USD Japanese, Euro Japanese, Pound Japanese, Swiss Japanese. Fact, everything, the Japanese yen's obviously strong. Got the US dollar basket. Oh God, yeah, that's flying down. So Euro USD will be flying up like a rocket. Good job we got out of cable as well. So just to remind people, a really good barometer. If you are a Euro USD trader, if you're not using the Dixie as an indicator, you deserve to be shot, because it's a very powerful indicator. So you see the Dixie coming down, Euro USD will do exactly the opposite. I'll flick it on now and I'll be proved wrong. I shouldn't have said that, should I? But it's right. Euro USD. it'll be going up. There you go. It's like magic. Do that comparison. I can show you that on the comparison on the Dixie. So if we can put this closer together. Kind of very, very small bar movement. But as you can see, it's because it's indexing on the Dixie, which is a big instrument. So here we are. We've got the dollar basket coming down, and absolutely like a mirror image. Euro USD going up. It's like magic. The way it works. So if you are a Euro USD trader and you don't use the dollar basket, start using it. It will give you the edge. To get the edge, if you're going to trade on a 15-minute, put the dollar basket on 10. If you trade on an hour, put it on for 35 minutes, 3/4 of an hour. If you're going to trade it on 4 hour, put the dollar basket on 3 hours. In other words, you want to see where the dollar is actually starting to move before the impact is seen on the candle that you are trading. So you're forearmed. Right. So what do we want to trade? Is there anything? Let's have a look at them, see what it looks like. Well, we've missed that one. We've missed that trade. You can see here the trade was there. That was the trade. Not quite completed yet. I'll just take that off because I only leave these on if we've actually traded them. Japani. No, the market is in a diversionary pattern at the moment, so I didn't touch that. Euro Japani. Same. USD CAD. No, nothing really clean there. Let's just put the longs on. 8 longs. Oh, Bitcoin. Right. I'm going to trade that. Just very quickly, I'm going to zoom out into Bitcoin. It's starting to get a volume indication on the unbalanced volume. I want to see a 15-minute bar. Oh, look at that 15-minute bar. Wow. Doesn't get really any better looking than that, does it? $61,200. Better be a minute. I'll be there in a minute. God, I hate the MT5 systems. It's like working with a Stone Age. That's me pressing the button to try and wake it up. You always get some smart ass that says, well, I don't have any problems. Look at you. Right, hang on a second. Let's Right. Bitcoin. Oh, for crying out loud, wake up. So, right. Every minute. Accidentally put 50 lots on Bitcoin. And 50. Right, that's fine. Right. I'll just get out of here. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, order by level 66. Doing good. Mate, I won't be long. I know no one in the room trades this. No one in the room at the moment trades this. So I'll just put this order on very, very quickly and we'll just carry on. All right, that's the order on. Right, well, we've got a 15-minute bar reversal on crude going on. We've got a 5-minute fractal potentially coming down on the DAX. We're up 0.25% on gold. FTSE's pulling up again. Crude. Let's go and look at that crude. So we've had an indication here. 15-minute bar there. It is going against the trend again, of course. Pulling the FTSE up half an hour. This could do a 50. We can see it come right off this level again. I'm just thinking of whether we just want to risk half on this. If we can top the account up with a few more rupees, that would be nice. Just think roughly where the stops would have to be. Kind of 60 pips. The bottom of the target is, we could squeeze a 1-to-1 in there, really. Anyone interested in trading oil again? I know we've bashed it to death.
Yeah, well, I am, Steve. Yeah, I think it sort of fits all the criteria on the trade plan. So,
right, okay, then we'll trade it then. Right, so depending on whether you've traded it as many times as I have today, of course. I don't know. I'm 2.5% up
Well,
on
I've had a
oil.
couple of goes on it.
Yeah, good, good. It's in the plan. It's doing what it says on the can. So we really shouldn't ignore it, really, an opportunity to make money. But it is 60 pips. It's a 60 pip stop. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to risk 0.5%. Oh, it's already set to half. And I'm going to put a 60 pip stop on this. And then what I might do is, if I can risk 0.5%, get a stop to entry and a 5-minute flacker on it, if it's going to carry on going, then we could probably capitalize on that. So you can, we've already had the fractal breakout, so you can smash this button now. Anytime now is absolutely fine. With an alert into this soft area again. And once the market gets up to here, that's about quarter of the way there, third of the way there. We'll watch on the stop to entry on that one. We're going to be very keen for this to start fading into 4 o'clock UK, because what we really want is the FTSE to let go, and it's going to be difficult to let go if the market is going long. And yeah, when you see this, this is the alert for the reversal. This is a fractal reversal. We've got there we are. The robot spotted it. They're boxing again. So we are short already. So you don't have to, if you want to follow what the bot has spotted, then you can just put the bot trade on. I'm going to wait now. I'm going to wait because the bot's taking the strain. And we'll see. What I was going to say, this would be a difficult short for the simple reason oil's going back up, but oil's got a resistance in 17 pips time. So oil might reverse. That's why we've got the alert on oil, so we can be alerted if oil fades away. And we're only risking 0.5%. Because the first trades or the first touch into an area is always the best. Like I said this morning, trades over and done with very quickly. The first trade's always the best. We're now punching up 5-6 pips on gold. Now, gold is something we could think about adding to. While American markets, if it's such a word as technically is buggering about, that's exactly what they're doing. Just flip-flopping up and down. Hard to exploit them. Whereas we can exploit the DAX, which we already have done, and the FTSE, which we already have done, and oil, again, which we already have done. Let's go on to gold. Right, so let's zoom out. So I mentioned to you on my long trades, you know where I am. We did the analysis on the 20th of March, and that was the end result. And we've got oil going to 25.72. And I've got gold going to 25.72. And I've got oil heading into 3,000 in December. And in the meantime, we're giving it some on every pullback and trying to wring the neck of gold with as much rupees out of this as we possibly can. So look at that flat bottom. What a really nice flat bottom bar. If you were a swing trader and you're using Heikin Ashi, then you would be looking at having your stop into that flat bottom bar. So I got my stops all moved up into here now. Drill down to the 4 hours. You can see kind of going sideways. Observations to be made here. We've got a really nice trading pattern in here. There's the trade bar, and there is leg 1, 2, 3, 4, and a breakaway. The W for win. There's also a pattern which is the inverse of that, which is M for murder, and that pattern is usually reciprocated from the depth of the W to the as a target to the top there. So you would take that break here with a 1. Well, it looks like we've just done it now. Hit the target. W for win pattern. Good tip. Learn it. You know, learn to spot it. It's good. Got some more alerts going off. Spot gold. We're watching gold, so that's okay. I was wondering whether we could build into gold today and look to take out this target today. But the market's not getting a wiggle on. And there's very spiky, impulsive moves. You know, you can see fears or waves, you can call them. You know, wave 1, pull back. Wave 2, wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And as I always say, and I always keep repeating this, everyone will be getting sick of me by now. When we get this confluence here, markets, 9 times out of 10, if they enter a confluence area, they usually exit in the same way as they started it, especially when it's on a bull market, like we're indicating here. So let's just concentrate on this a little bit. There's nothing really to see. I think I might just go and make a cup of tea and come back. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'll leave this open so you can see. But the volume's there, market's running. We're in 15 minutes time, we're looking for this FTSE reversal. So let's go and make a cup of tea. Be back in 5 minutes, guys. Oh. Right. Back. Oh, it's not really doing anything, is it? Let's go and look at crude. I want crude to start firming, don't I? There's crude. In the next 15 minutes or so. Right. A lot of shorts on the horizon, isn't there? Oh, yes. An indication of short here on the Dixie. Just been looking at the Dixie. Let's get back on the crude. Right. That's just my alert for the FTSE drop. 5-minute warning. Ready to start looking. I have my phone set for all system trades. It gives me a 5 or 10-minute heads up before the trades potentially set up, so I can prepare for them. Just keep an eye on the markets on the other screens to see if there's anything worth having a look at. It's not going to be quiet this afternoon. I'm just opening the puts up. Just going to look, see if we can. If there's any interesting puts for the US 500. Get fire on again. — 53s. I wouldn't mind some 53 50s for 25 or under. They're at 30 at the moment. That'd be interesting. I'll just quickly flick it on without all the cash pivots just so you can see. Market to finish under 53.50. That'd be quite interesting for later tonight. Just remind you how we stick these on. No, I won't put it on because it's streaming them on on YouTube, isn't it? Last time IG got a wind of some of our edges, they closed the trading opportunities, so I won't do that. Are you interested, Andy, of
Yeah,
Andy,
I'm just having a little nose. I'm just getting them up.
Yeah, if you look at the 53.50s, and if you set the orders in at 25, I think with a 25 with the alert, yeah, they're at 32 at the moment. So if we get a 25 or under with a limit on 200% and have those running at good till UK time frame, this isn't it? So 5 o'clock, half past, yeah, no, 6 o'clock will be fine. 1600 hours.
Good. That's 1800 hours, yeah.
1800 hours,
Yeah.
yeah, for 6 o'clock. Yeah, you go. They keep me right. Yeah. I see if we can be cheeky and get them if the market can rise. So if we can get them from they're at 29 now, if we can just, like, this is what we did this morning and made 390%. So they're at 29 now. So get that order in at 25 for the 53.50 puts for tonight.
Got a limit of 25 on? Or
25, yeah. Put the price level in at 25. If we get tagged in, then that would be a very nice put to get hold of. If we don't get tagged in, then we don't. Actually, it's 27.5 now. They go very cheap as the market rattles up quickly to them. Obviously, it's in an algo that IG have got working, and we can usually beat the algo. Well, I won't go into anything more than that. Just keep that in the trading room, really.
28 now.
Yeah, it's getting close, isn't it? just leave that on. If it's a nice opportunity, if we can get that, that would be very, very, very nice indeed. Let's get crude on again. But we need to watch the FTSE soon. I'm just wondering whether I want to take crude off. Right, I'm just going to go into crude. Let's get into the soft underbelly here now. What I'm going to do, in case we get a reversal, we're going to take this off and do a stop to entry, keep into the 5-minute time frame. I'm now switching the FTSE to 5 minutes. I'm keeping an eye on the FTSE on the other screen also. Yeah, we've got here. In fact, it's quite crucial at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this 9 EMA as our conscience when we're going to get out, and the fractal reversal. So there's a fractal reversal, and we'll walk the dog under the fractals while I'm looking at the FTSE as well, and hopefully just collect a few rupees extra to add into crude. Can't lose. If we lose, we win, so that's okay. And what we want to do is, I'm just watching the FTSE. We want to nail the FTSE on it if and when it does reverse. So we're like 2 minutes away from 4 o'clock now. Then the next 5-minute bar should start to see some movement to the downside. It's all predicated really on crude not rattling on. We can get 1% out of the FTSE much faster than get 1% out of oil. I'll get the fractal robots done over the weekend, and I'll put them back up. I'll update the website, because the website says, I don't know, what does the website say? Right, 17 bots and the screeners. So it's going to be 4 screeners now. I've got 6 more bots to add to the portfolio. So we'll have over 20 bots. And I'll get those on at the weekend, and then we'll update them, and then it'll send it out to all the people all over that have got the fractal bots. Oh, that's it. If anyone hasn't got the OBV9 and you are using, not for my room, of course, because it's all free, but if you're not in the room and thinking of getting an OBV9, then there's one for TradingView and one for Pro Real Time. So we should have 20 bots there over the weekend. I'll put those in. Right. This market is hesitating at this soft area again. The perfect storm would be this to run up and run up and run up, and then maybe fail at quarter past. And then that'll let the FTSE let go. And then we'll be able to hammer the FTSE for a bit more money as well. So this is a descending line, resistance. Remind ourselves. Here we are, where we think the market's going to finish. And it might just do that again. Might just enough's enough. Let's walk this up. There's another fractal here. We'll walk this up a bit further. Keep walking this on. And keep an eye on the FTSE as well, ready to catch any reversals. Those alerts are getting on my nerves now. I keep going off all the time. We're going to be. I'm watching the FTSE anyway, so we'll. No more alerts. I've got all the screens that I need to have up already. It's menacingly close. I put those put options. They went down to 27, 2 pips away from the engaging. It's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I'm looking at the US 500 now. It's really struggling to get past 53.36.
29 now.
Yeah.
Looks like crude might be hesitating.
Yeah, this is that hourly projection line of where the market might stop, and it looks like it has. We're either going to get a fractal reversal out, or we're going to 9 minute. We're going to get a cross in the night, a close under the 9 minute. If that happens, then we'll start to see the FTSE. Well, that will give the relief for the FTSE to start coming off. So it could all come together quite nicely, actually. So there we collected 11 rupees. So never mind. Not rupees. I should stop saying rupees, shouldn't I? 11 pips. Crude plus 11 pips on 60 stock. All right. Let's go on, get into that FTSE. And let's watch for that failing. Just going to switch over to the US 500 and those other screens. And right. What we're looking for now is a failure on the 5 minutes. Oil has kept this FTSE up. It's a shame. I can't see us smashing CBOS. We hit target 1. Oh no, we haven't hit target 1. I mean, that was a large target. If this failed, we've already traded up here and already traded down. But it'd be nice to come down once more into the close. Oh, we're at 26.4 now, Andy, for the contract. 26.1, 26,
Oh, right. Cool.
25.8. Yes, come on.
Get pushing up.
25.4, 3, 1, 0.1 of a 25.1. I can't believe we've missed that by 0.1.
Walls are walls.
0.1, yeah. Yeah, we're doing that. Don't be a prick for a tick. There we go.
Got to be done.
We've set it, and that's it. How does the stop line work? Ah, right. It's out. This is where we do technical analysis in our trading room, Paul. We quite often, you can see these lines. We get it pretty accurate. We use pivots, and we use and show people how to identify where the markets are going to potentially stop by using oblique support and resistance from daily down to 15 minutes. And we've got there's videos on YouTube all about that. In fact, I've got quite a lot of training videos that aren't really YouTube friendly. They're just proper training videos, not the YouTube glitz that people seem to like. If anyone wants me to put the support and resistance, it will be a raw trading video with my live room teaching people how to do support and resistance on 4 hour, some daily down to 15 minutes, how to do it, support and resistance of lines going up and down and oblique up and down. If you're interested, that's support, I could put it on YouTube. It won't get many views, but it's almost like if it helps a couple of people, and that'll be fine. But there are real training on how to really trade. So they're going to be about 40 minutes to an hour. So you won't be able to watch your usual 3-minute snippet and become a professional trader. We won't anyway. It doesn't work that way. But people seem to statistically only have the patience of the moth, really. It's about 2 or 3 minutes. And then they flick on to the next video. If you refuse to pander to the YouTube viewers, you either want to learn to trade or you don't. You either want to be consistent, make money, or you don't. You won't learn by watching 3 and 5 minute videos. You need to learn how the market moves and how to deeply understand what's being said. Come on, let's get this 5-minute reversal on. Yes, we've just been smacked in for 24.9.
Ah, perfect.
In fact, if the market actually gets to around about 53.50 or above, I'd probably look for a 15-minute bar reversal later in the day. That could be quite a nice.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be a nice little tickle in it, won't it? So tonight.
Yeah.
Finish the night off with a 1 or 2% later on. But I think I would be, I'm just looking at the chart now. I did identify where my perfect stop. This perfect short area would be 53.94 down to 53.70. You could put a direct short in there with a 30% ATR stop and target 5,200 into the close. That could be very nice indeed. Long way off that at the moment. But the chance of a reversal is quite high in the next few pips. 53.50 is where we've got our put in, and the chances of the reversal up there are pretty high. But if we do break out of that, I think the market will finish lower than 53.50 anyway. So it's a nice put anyway. But if the market hangs around at these levels, you might get some value puts higher up. Or just a 15-minute reversal bar would be fine. Right, come on. So normally, if the market's going to go round about 4:05, and it's 4:10 now, we'll see that 15-minute bar. We haven't got one. Not yet. 5-minute bar, not 15-minute bar. So what we're looking for here is an illustration. Market going up, like here or here. I'll show you the candles that what we've done. So highlight this area here. There. That's what we're looking at. And what we're looking at is for the market to go up, and then we're looking for a perfect candle. There's a perfect candle. A 5-minute reversal candle closing under the 9 EMA. Boom, market comes off. There is another area here, but we've got a combination here because this is camera breakout long. So the combination trade This has just got under the 920. This is a 926 trade as well, of course. 926 trade was identified here on that candle there, and then that come off really nice. But a 5-minute bar reversal here was nice. Here, a 5-minute bar reversal under Camarella breakout long would have been an opportunity, and that does not need to be the 9 EMA because it has hit a CAM R4 level. So you could have put your stop over there. If you wanted the confirmation of momentum as well, then that's a candle closing under the 9 EMA. So now we're looking for that scenario here. If it doesn't happen, we don't trade, of course. That's what we're waiting for. And we usually get that if it's going to happen into the close. Those puts now are 29, Andy, in the money. Feels like it's been a long day today. And gold's just plodding around. We've had crude coming off nicely on a 15-minute bar, right up to our point where we said it would probably stop, and it has. It's now reversing and coming down, which will help the FTSE, if it is going to sell into the close, sell off. Just a waiting game, like a lot of it with trading, isn't it? Just got to be patient, wait for this patience, wait for the setup, pick your strategy, wait for the conditions, and then execute it. That reminds me, it's like your pre-flight check, isn't it? I need to. I'll come up over the week. I'll do something over the weekend as well with a trading checklist before you actually execute your strategy. These are all the things that you would like to see that will improve the probability of that strategy working. Like in your pre-flight checks. Oh, there goes 15-minute bar reversal on crude. It's just about to set up. Let's show you what's happening on crude. This is what we want to see on crude. Boom, right up to the point that we said, and then starting to come off. So if you want to trade crude short, the market is short. You could trade it short. There is the bar. If you're a very aggressive trader, there is the shorting bar. The trade is, I'm not going to take it. We've made probably 7% today. Don't need to take it. Just rate 6, that should be there. We can come and have a little look at that a little bit later. If you want to trade it, that's the trade. So I just make a note so you can see the entry would be 75.62. The stop would be, give or take, 76.06, and your target would be at 75. 16, 75, no, 75, 19, sorry. Let's go back into the FTSE. I want to catch the FTSE. If we can, we've got a lot of rejection pins into here. Nothing nice. So the ideal, the perfect setup is where we get market coming up and high test rejection wicks like this. But that's not a very good rejection. There's a nice rejection. High test rejection. We're kind of still trying to come up got some squat bars here, but nothing really starting where the market is just giving up. Market give up because it hit cam level 4 there. That's why that give on. But we've got nothing really here. The market's already traded through this range. So we're just waiting for the participants, the players in the market, the guys that are long, to cash out and get the bears to come in and help this go rattling down into the close. With this market now just hanging in there because of crude, I think so you can see this rally up here and look at crude. This is all about correlations. Look at that. Crude dragged the FTSE up. That's always the issue. And the good, the thing is, as traders, you all need to understand the correlations, understand where they are. I think I've got some videos on YouTube about correlations. But yeah. So all right. Someone did ask me, I'll show you. If we go on to I do reports and forecasts, and I use AI to go and scrape websites all over the world overnight while you're in bed, and then deliver 30 data points across the world of what's happened in the markets, and it delivers it to me, and then make sense of it and write a report and then share it with my room. And what I do, you can't put this on YouTube, but what I do have, I'm on, if you want to get in on this, it's on LinkedIn. If you look at me on LinkedIn here, and you've got a HARKO day trading, and here we are, breaking news, call it, gets issued every morning, and it talks about all the markets, silver, gold, oil, key indices, how the markets performed overnight, all the bullet points of what's gone on around the world, economic calendars for the day, significant economic events, and my forecast, exactly what's going to happen for the day, with how to get in, how to get out, and what to do. That's published every day. So if you're interested, go to, I might actually put it on the website as a blog, and then everyone can just go to the website then, I suppose, couldn't they? It's on the LinkedIn page anyway. Right, come on, it looks like it's faltering. Would you believe it? Strength's coming back into crude. Oh dear. Come on, FTSE. So we've got like the market. There is a settling period. After there's lots of orders to close, orders to buy, orders that all require executing on close. So as the market closes, which the FTSE does at 4:30 UK every day, what happens is that the people who are doing the P&L of that particular index have to balance the books with all the longs, all the shorts, and come up with an actual closing price. And they do that that lasts a few minutes, depending what index, somewhere between roughly 5 and 10 minutes, depending what index it is. And what you often see is, if there's been profit in the market to be took, or you've gone into a Friday and people don't want to hold trades into the weekend, they have orders to close, for instance, and that if there's enough orders to close that happen at 4:30, what you'll see is the market fall away, and we can often get a nice little drop at 4:30. But generally, we like to see the drop. It generally happens if it's going to be aggressive. It happens around about 4 o'clock, and it'll run down to about 4:15, where it hesitates generally. Go on, if you don't believe me, go and have a look at all the charts. Go back on as many Fridays as you want. It is very, very effective if Friday is the last trading day of the month. Very effective. It's the market just gives up, which is nice. But the market's hanging on here. The thing is, when it runs into the period that I've just discussed, it's called settling, and you often do see the market run a full 15% ATR, which would be 20 pips. And if we could get in while it hasn't run in, 20 pips, 28 pips at the moment, it's got at least an ATR run to be had. An easy one, really. We'll see. All a bit painful, this. Market's just not moving. I guess the same with the S&P as well. Came up to 53.42, and now it's just hanging around and not doing anything. So our 53.50 puts are looking quite nice. We don't know yet. It's still early doors in the American market. Yeah. I'm just watching all the different charts. It's hanging on there, isn't it, Andy? Flipping heck.
Yeah, it's certainly hanging about. It's a bit sideways now.
It is. It's getting all a
Yeah,
bit.
indecision. I mean, at least we've got indecision, but oil's still stabbing away at it. Oil's having another push up on the one. I know it's only like very low time frame, but it's still hanging in there.
75.90, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah.
And gold's down 1 pip, 1.3. It's nothing. It's just gold's just staying where it is at the moment.
Yeah, it's just locked in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a lot. I'm sure it'll go up later on today. Well, I'm getting to the stage where I wouldn't mind a long cool one down sat by the pool, I think.
Surprised you haven't got the Prosecco open already. Or
I,
have you?
I no, I've got a cup of tea. I thought about cracking calling it doing the prosecco o'clock, but I thought
Yeah,
since we were streaming on YouTube, we'll
perhaps
get
not. Yeah.
loads of snotty remarks saying you shouldn't be drinking while you're trading and teaching people bad habits. But um, I don't
Well,
mind habits when we make 4, 5%, 7% a day. I
yeah,
don't
we
mind
can,
habit. The people can bitch all they want, really.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Come back when you make 5% a day,
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
even make 1%, even if you
What
try to
one
make 1% a day.
yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, it's a toughie. This is the right colour we want to see. 2 minutes to go. I don't think we're sat on a big bunch of money, so I, let's just watch it and see how it actually works. Onto the settlement at 2 minutes. It's a shame it it doesn't do it every Friday. When it does do it, does it with a bit of gusto. But
But
just for
you can still do it into settling, can't it?
oh yeah, absolutely you
Yeah.
can do. Yeah. I'm just not prepared to risk all the money that we've won.
No.
Um, no. And while I think about that, I've reminded myself I'm going to turn the robot off in case it goes on again. Turn it off. We don't want that running. And I put the Nasdaq bot on for the 5:30 trade. I think I'll switch the NAS on for doing the BBO. Let's see. So we're at 30 seconds away from closing. Just to make it fun, we'll turn it into 1 minute and see how the market reacts. See if this comes tumbling down. Unbalanced volume's going down now.
Yeah, it's falling off, isn't it? Bars are getting big, ATR's growing as well, so that's a good sign.
Yeah,
Well, it was.
won't risk anything. Oh, look at this. The S&P's coming off as well. Happy days. The puts will be quite healthy now, I would think. Puts are 32 now. Bought them for
Ah,
24.9. So that's good. You never know. You might just get 2%, 200% return on the
yeah,
puts for doing nothing. Well, we didn't do nothing. We did the analysis and did the setup and then pressed the button.
absolutely.
Right. So 1 minute. Are there lots of orders? It doesn't look like there's lots of orders closing to the short side. Hmm. Dun, 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 dun. It's my Well, we haven't got the drop at all, have we? People are hanging on.
No. Spread's widened up now.
Yeah, should be 2 pips spread now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's you've got to work. If it sets up, then we can take advantage. It doesn't set up, then nothing's lost. It's a bit disappointing that it didn't. It would have been nice to demonstrate the fall, but we've got quite a few videos on YouTube with showing that fall. I suppose I could put a few more videos on. We've got a video of just about every single day trading going back to October 2019. So isn't that what short videos?
No.
I could have quite
Sure there'll
like
be
them.
one somewhere.
Say again.
I think I'm sure there'll be one somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we can dig one up for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Loads of them, absolutely loads of them. Yeah. I think the learning centers now, I think it's 1.2 terabytes. It's massive.
Wow. Wow. That's all the videos, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think on just on the training video, the training material itself, I think there is about 500 gig. And then the rest of it, 700 gigs of videos, recording after recording after recording. But it's all live trading, all live views. I didn't want to clutter YouTube up with lots of them because I don't think people will watch them, to be honest. I think people will flick on and say, oh God, that's an hour. I'm not going to have the patience to do that. Although the people that do watch it are the people that we are interested in, really, because they're the people that want to learn, not get a quick sugar rush for 3 minutes, they're the guys that are never make it as traders anyway. The people that do watch all the videos all the way through are the people that, obviously going to be dedicated to watch it because they want to learn. And there is no hindsight trading. We win and lose live. And there's a few orders settling now on the bear side, aren't there?
Yeah, they're just I've got the on balance volume on 20 seconds and that's falling away and the ATR's pushing up now.
Right. So we're getting that. Although the ATR's increasing, is it?
Yeah, that's right. So it's stepping up quite nicely, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see on balance volumes absolutely tanking on the 5 minutes. Oh God, it's dropping like a stone, isn't it?
Yeah. It's getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly if you haven't got the if you haven't got the OBV, then you should go and get it. You should use it. You can hopefully you'll see in this video and all the rest that we have. It's use it to great effect every day.
Bit choppy at the moment.
It's what?
The settlement's just a little bit choppy. It's flicking around.
Rubbish, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's rubbish today. No,
Yeah.
we've sat here, usually with Bridget and a few of the other, the rest of the cronies around on the Friday afternoon. And we've seen 30, 40, 50 pip drops.
Yeah.
Into the close easily. Not into the close. I'm reading the close on the
Into the settlement.
screen, but in the settlement, just tanks off. Really good.
Sort of, how long does settling go on for? Is it 15 minutes?
10 minutes. It's done. It's done in next 3 minutes.
3 more minutes.
I think it's 12 minutes it's 5 minutes on some of like the American markets, the Dow, 12 minutes on the ASX, because the ASX is made up of more than one market, of course. All the 4 markets, they open up sequentially and shut sequentially and settle.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the FTSE, you know, really by 1640, that's probably the result. And then
Yeah.
you are going to then see the impact of the Dow taking over, dragging the FTSE around out of ours.
Brilliant. Well, I've got 1% on that.
I thought you were trading it.
Yeah. You could tell my voice was.
So,
Yeah. I was over interested, wasn't I?
yeah, you were. Yeah. I could gather from your running commentary that you were in it.
The giveaway was the unbalanced volume being on 20 seconds.
Yeah. Look, here it's rabbit in the headlight trading.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's a nice little touch to the end of Friday.
Yeah, it's always nice to finish off with a
Yeah.
few P's, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've got to calculate and smash it to bits and see how much money we've actually made from trading and how much money the bots have made. Well, I think we should be up around about 11% this month, this week, this month on bots alone. And last month we made 15.5. Then we made 15.6 the month before. This month we're probably already into 10, and we're only on day 9. It's doing really well. So we've got a bot session on Tuesday.
Yeah. I've been for that.
Yeah. So I'm going to write some other bots to find the trades so you can switch the bot on. So let's see, what have I done? We've got 4, haven't we? So we've got a bot that tells you to get ready on a 1 hour time frame. Then we've got the perfect storm set up to say switch the bot on. And then we've got a trending filter that says highlights when to switch on and keep on the bot. And then we've got a conditional remain on the bot. In other words, you know, well, we'll talk about on Tuesday when we have the session on Tuesday. But you can make an absolute killing with these bots. You just got to know when to switch them on. But right, so yeah, we have dropped. We're in the 440 now. Needs a few seconds, and that's it's done. So yeah,
Done. Yeah.
When you're looking here, if you know, if I was going to take that, that would have been, you know, 8 pips, 13 pips, easy 1%, easy 1%. But you know, you can't trade on really the fast stuff while running a commentary and looking at multi markets. You got to really focus in and do it when you're on your own. But you know, showing people the techniques, it's good. People learn, and it works for them, and that's fantastic. Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna love you and leave you.
Cheers, then, Steve.
Cheers, cheers, guys. See you, everybody.
Bye.
And see you next week.
Yeah,
Cheers,
see you
then.
next week. See you, Steve. Bye, mate.
Bye.